David, a eventful fixture this evening. What's your overall take on the two squads' performance?
I think there's probably two conversations. I thought the first half was excellent. I thought it was really good. Probably the two words we used with the players at the start of the game was to be selfish in terms of what they need to get out of the game from themselves, the levels that they can hit, and their 1v1 duels against the opposition, their immediate opponent. Recognising the levels that they can individually get to and reach towards that, because irrespective of what level of opposition you're against, that needs to be a prerequisite that they work towards. The selfless bit was the other word, was about the team. And I think that was the two things. So it was to try and get the balance between both of them within the game, and I thought the first half they did that. I thought, look at the 3 goals that we scored. Ross McCallum obviously getting the 2, and Aaron Lyall setting us off brilliantly in the early part of the game. 3 excellent goals in their own right. And I thought the first half we had to defend as well, because Gala at times still put us under pressure defensively, but again backline dealt that really well. So half time was about, can that performance, that level of performance continue? Clearly 25 seconds into the second half changes that a little bit. It was a cheap goal to have given away, and it kind of changes not the flow of the game, but it gives Gala a little bit of hope at the early part of the game with still a lot of time to get back into it. So I think we turned the ball over a little bit more in the second half than we did in the first, which leaves us open to counter-attack moments, and that was to be the case as well, as I said. So I think the next bit, when it goes to 3-2, there's a little bit of character has to be shown, and I think that again that's where the credit comes back in. Whilst I thought we were a little bit loose in possession, which causes us to defend more than we would like to have, I thought the character to see through that spell and try and get a bit more composure and control, and managed to get the 2 goals later at the end to see out obviously the 5-2. I still think we missed chances during that spell in the second half as well, which again still keeps the game pretty tight. So strange second half, excellent first half, but on the back of obviously the last couple of days, I think it's a deserved win, but probably closer than it needed to be for spells of the second half.
As you said, they are 2 very different halves. When Gala got the second, how important was it for the squad to remain calm and composed, to not let that impact their game too much before they went back to get the 5-2 win?
Yeah, it was important. That was the message we were trying to go on during the second half to the players, that play together, play closer together. I think the longer balls that we tried to play that were getting cut out put us under more pressure, and we didn't need to be making them, and that was we were trying to get the message to the midfield and the back line that don't force the game until it's ready for us to go. And I think that was part of the problem in the second half, that we probably played more longer passes than we had to, and it left us open to kind of counter-attack moments. So that's a learning bit. That's one of the bits we'll look at. Obviously we can look at what we did in the first half as positives, but we'll certainly look at the second half, and we know what areas that did cause us concern, but also then looking at what we did off the back of that to have to defend, and how we looked at those moments and where we did well, and obviously where we could do better. So, but it was, listen, we'll give the lads credit on the back of, say, Tuesday night come off the back of that level of game, with obviously the type of environment you're involved in. It was an excellent first half off the back of that, and that was important. But I think the credit goes to Gala, where they never lost hope at any point during the game. So 3-0 normally, some teams might take a little bit of, they'll find it difficult to keep in the game, but they didn't. So a bit of credit to them in that, obviously, clearly. But we'll go back to ourselves and look at ourselves and say, crazy spell, part of the second half, but I think they deserve to win the game.
It's been a compact week for yourself and the squad, 2 games and another big game on Tuesday afternoon against Celtic in the Glasgow Cup. What's time going to be looking like utilising ahead of this important fixture to progress to the final stages of the tournament?
It's been a busy, I think we're going to go about 11 days or so with the lads of, been going at it, either be preparing, and recovering, or the game themselves. So I think tomorrow they'll get a day off tomorrow, and then we'll look at the next 2 days, Sunday, Monday, leading ourselves in towards the game on Tuesday. There's work to be done, clearly. We can't look at the previous 2 games or 3 games and think we just turn up and we'll hit the same levels of performance again. So now the focus resets. As staff, we'll look at making sure to see the information we require, and there's a bit of learning to be taken from particularly the second half of the game against Celtic on Tuesday. So we'll look at that, and we'll make sure that we've got ourselves ready to go by the time we get to Tuesday afternoon. But the lads, as I say, they'll get a chance to relax tomorrow, and we'll get back on the pitch again Sunday, Monday, and ready to go again.